Well, hello everybody. This is Keats94 and welcome to another episode of Keats94's geocaching adventures here on YouTube. I'm standing on the shores of Mara Lake in the beautiful Shuswap region of British Columbia in the interior. Beautiful area here, just south of Sicamous, where the Sicamous GeoTour is, and that will be the feature of this episode, this week's episode of Keats94's geocaching adventures. So without further ado, let's go on a geocaching adventure. Alright folks, first stop, first geocache of the trip. I just drove straight here from Kamloops, spent the night in Kamloops, and I'm here now. Let's go look for this geocache. Oh, what's this? That's definitely odd. I don't think that's the geocache. Huh. Interesting. Huh. Huh. Okay, I think I actually found out that I was searching the wrong trees because this looks like a plausible option. I see something looking very, very suspicious down here. Ooh. Ooh, what's that? Very interesting. Odd finding a shell in the interior, but there actually are freshwater snails that live in interior of BC lakes. There it is. So, the geocaches featured on this episode are part of what is called a GeoTour. GeoTours are a group of caches, usually organized by a Chamber of Commerce organization, a tourism bureau, maybe perhaps even a government agency of some kind, to help bring people to the area. Geotourism is a fantastic way to get people to see an area and to feature some of the cool sites and maybe perhaps hidden gems of the region. The Sicamous GeoTour is a series of about 25 caches, I believe, basically all hidden around the Sicamous area. And I am out here to finally attempt this GeoTour. It's been out for a few years now, so I'm glad to finally be able to rent a car and get up here and properly find this GeoTour. But inside each GeoTour geocache, I have to make sure that I record the particular password or passcode that is inside each container. What I do after that is I write it on a list, and then if I find every geocache in the GeoTour, I hopefully, while supplies last, I will be able to earn what is called a GeoTour geocoin, the physical geocoin that usually the tourism agency or visitor info center will give you after you've handed in your passport of all the code words that you need to have to be able to prove that you've done the GeoTour. So, first GeoTour, first geocache of the day is this little shell. Inside I recorded the passcode down. I'm gonna write it down on my makeshift cardboard thing. I forgot to actually print off a passport, so I'm going to be writing all of this down on this Girl Guide box cardboard piece. Case in point, GeoTour is taking you some pretty cool out-of-the-way places. One of the things that Sicamous is known for is houseboats. And behind me we have a nice array of floating houseboats that you can explore Shuswap Lake or Mara Lake, or both. I think you can actually travel between both the lakes. Right now we are at a geocache site right now, and apparently it doesn't quite fit in with the landscape. Maybe it's a fake rock, or sure is dusty around here. Huh, interesting. Huh, that looks odd. There we go. Another Sicamous GeoTour geocache for the win. All right, folks. I actually left my camera in the car when I was going for this cache, and I realized that I probably should have had my camera with me, because this is a pretty epic cache, I have to say. So I was looking actually at these concrete barriers here first, and turned my attention later on to notice these stalls here. By the way, spoiler alert, folks. See all these? All right, look at this odd one here. Very strange, very strange. Well, guess what, folks? It is, in fact, a geocache. That's the part of the logbook. An amazing, crafty hide, literally in plain sight. Absolutely worth a favorite point. All right, folks, we are at the Sicamous Dog Park, and also the site of a geocache. Now, did a little bit of research here. I think that I may have found it, but I don't know for sure. Oh, that's just a, okay, maybe. All right, I think we actually did find it. I was wrong, it wasn't that one. Spoiler alert. Looks like we got something here. Very plain as day geocache. Conveniently located at the intersection of two major highway routes, the Trans-Canada Highway and Highway 97A, Sicamous connects travelers from the Lower Mainland and neighboring Alberta to the sought-after destinations of the Okanagan and Shuswap. At the heart of the community is the Sicamous Channel, bridging the Mara and Shuswap lakes, which have long been popular destinations for vacationers. Trademarked as the houseboat capital of Canada, Sicamous offers a unique experience of houseboating that welcomes thousands of visitors each year. Sicamous also attracts a rush of travelers and seasonal residents called by the lakes to boat, swim, fish, and paddle, tripling the population in the summer months. Another very interesting site for a geocache at a go-kart place. Guess where the geocache is? Right about in there. Inside one of the tires. Such a creative spot. On to the next one. Here we are at the site of another geocache. It is apparently a lockbox. And oh, what's that over there? This is yet another geocache. And it's actually, I think it was attached, but there we have it. Now we have to actually Google something. We have to Google when Sicamous was named some kind of sledding capital. So anyway, I'm gonna be able to check this and look up the all important information. All right, I think I have the answer. I'm gonna unscramble. There we go. Ah, yes. The all important logbook. Also, in case all of you folks are interested in trading items and geocaches, this is a pretty well stocked one. Cool little green monkey, alien thing, what looks like a very dollar store yo-yo without a thread. Oh, there's a bit of a thread in there. Little car, hot rod car, and an all important geocoin. So here we are in the main town of Sicamous, and there was a geocache I had found back there off camera, and I had to ask the business owner where the cache was, and I'm always a little bit hesitant when I ask people who I think are muggles where the geocache is, and nicest person in the world helped me out, helped me find the cache. It's over there somewhere, very creative hide. Gonna leave that up for you to find when you come out here. So I'm just on foot now, as there are quite a few caches in the town that are pretty close together. So I think it makes the most sense to kind of do a little bit of exploring by the sidewalk here. Nice little pocket parks in this area. Not every geocache is going to be found on this trip. I already had DNF'd. Oh. Okay, you know what's funny? Look at this. As I'm talking about this right now, look at this beautiful, gigantic sign saying Geocache Tour. Well, guess what? I'm exactly here for that. And gotta say, I have not been able to find them all. So I'm gonna have to probably come back here at some point, but there are quite a few caches that I can go for here. Classic taste of summer, and a geocache for the win. Another Sicamous GeoTour. One of the excellent things about GeoTours is that it brings business to the town or the place or the region that it's featuring. A lot of different places can get a lot of action from geocachers traveling far and wide to do this GeoTour. And so I just, thanks to the Sicamous GeoTour, went to an awesome little ice cream place called Blondies, and they had an excellent smoothie. Aha! Another find for the win. Oh, ha. There's a train coming. Next to a houseboat, we have ourselves the site of a geocache. Haven't found it yet. Allegedly, it's around here somewhere. I see a pencil. Huh. I see maybe a... Oh! It's part of the frog figurine. Fantastic. Gonna sign a logbook, write down the special code number, code word, and move on to the next one. Something tells me that this spot here has a geocache. A wasp nest, right? Oh, I see something. What the heck? I see what looks like that used to be the cache. Now I see a replacement and a strange glass jar and what looks like a mayonnaise jar container, because I used to have one of these with one of my geocaches before. You can tell it's like a Hellman's mayonnaise container. Bada bing, bada boom. Geocache for the win. right. Gotta say, easiest find ever. But apparently, inside here is a puzzle box, and I have no idea what to expect. What? Oh, puzzle box will be returned soon. I'm glad we could at least sign the logbook, that's for sure. With a very nice view. All right, last cache of the day. Hopefully we find it. All right, 3 meters, 2 meters. There is no hint. Okay. Oh. Well, I'm brought to this sign here. Oh, I think I even see it. Oh, I'm glad that was a quick find. Like I said earlier, today is a bit of a hit and miss day. Bada bing, bada boom. Well folks, that concludes another episode of Keys 94's geocaching adventures here on YouTube. I want to thank you all so much for coming along on this adventure with me this week in the beautiful Shuswap Lake country, the beautiful Shuswap Lake behind me in Sicamous, British Columbia. We tackled as best we could that Sicamous GeoTour. It's a great thing for me to come up here and be able to rent a car and explore this really cool part of British Columbia. Folks, if you liked what you saw, hit that subscribe button because there are more episodes to come every Saturday at 5 a.m. So until next time, happy adventuring and happy geocaching.